Hello everybody, this is Eric from GetGolfing.com. We're going to be discussing the basics to hitting a standard bunker shot. A lot of amateur golfers get this shot wrong due to not having proper fundamentals when setting up to the golf ball and not having the proper approach also. The first thing you must do is have proper alignment and body lines when setting up to this shot. It's a mistake from amateur golfers to be way too open when setting up with their left foot back or their lead foot back and that club face excessively open and cutting across it going over the top. The reason why we do not want to have an excessive outside-in swing path when hitting bunker shots is we cannot control the spin properly. So instead, what I want you to do is find where your neutral stance would be, right about here. Again, I'm aiming at the pin in this direction. I'm going to draw a line. Again, you cannot do this in competition or when you're playing. When you're practicing, it is okay. I'm going to draw two lines here, both parallel to each other where I'm aiming. My stance line and where my club face is pointed if I was setting up square to this golf shot right here. We're going to open up the face about 20 degrees right of the target, which would be right around here. And the most important thing that people do not do is they do not regrip the club when they open up for short game shots. So if I'm hitting a flop shot, a high lob shot, or even a very high bunker shot, what we want to do is set the club where we want to. Again, we cannot ground it in the bunker. And then we're going to actually regrip it. And it's going to feel like a very, very weak grip if we were to turn the face more neutral like this. However, that grip is going to be on top like this, and that's going to allow you to maintain that open club face throughout the whole golf shot when hitting this. We're also going to not drop back our left foot. So a lot of gurus on YouTube, Instagram, they're always telling you, drop back the left foot, cut across it. We are not going to do that. I actually want you to aim your stance relatively square and to get away from that open cut across motion, hit more of a draw in this situation. Now, right foot, left foot is square, club face is open. We're gonna do our readjustment with the grip right here, and we are now set up to hit a great bunker shot. When hitting the bunker shot, it is a necessity for us to put the ball position a little bit more forward in the stance to catch it more in the front part of our arc to maintain that height and to make it land softly on the green. Okay, so now for the basic motion of the bunker shot. Unlike the chipping and pitching shot, we're going to use a lot more wrist in order to have leverage throughout this whole motion. What we're going to do is set up to the golf shot just like this. Again, weight on our left side, and you're going to feel a hinge with your lead wrist going up like this. We call this radial deviation of the wrist going upwards like this to make an L. Now, we don't want our hands all the way up here like a full swing. We're actually going to hinge it softly like this and to make an L with a 90-degree angle. Now you're probably wondering, well, how do I know if I hinge the club properly? If you go to the top of your swing and pause right here and you can grab the top of your head of your club, that is a perfect set position that's going to allow you to make a consistent downswing with this bunker shot. So we made a good backswing right here. We paused. We have a good loaded position. When we're going down, what are we going to do? Are we going to hold onto the angle going through? Are we going to completely throw our wrist? There's a motion and there's also a proper release with the bunker shot. What we're going to feel is a soft throwing of the right arm, releasing our wrist angles down right where that line is right there. Now, strike point, very important. Probably about 1 to 2 inches before the golf ball, the sand is a little bit more softer like I'm in right now. If you're in more compact sand that's very firm, you're actually going to try to pick the ball more clean and get your weight more to the left, coming more down on it. I can get away with a little bit more behind it in this situation because it is soft sand. So what I'm going to feel is I'm going to make the angle right here, and I'm actually going to release my right arm and extend it down the golf ball like this, and to try to eliminate any shaft lean or negative shaft lean going backwards like this. We're trying to return that shaft angle exactly where it is in order to propel the sand onto the green and to hit that sand the same spot every time. Now, when you're in the practice bunker, what I want you to do is just a little bit of a drill on the side, make a little line like this, and do continuous swings where we're hitting the same spot on the sand and feeling how that release with the wrist works. As you can see, I'm hitting the same spot on the ground. My wrists are working consistently. I'm hinging, unhinging, throwing my wrist down. If you can do that drill consistently, you're going to be a great bunker player. So when we're hitting this golf shot, we need speed. This is the only shot in golf where we're actually not making contact with the ball. We are launching the sand, which is propelling the golf ball onto the green. So we must have a lot of acceleration to put spin on the golf ball. And we also must hit enough sand out of the green or out of the bunker to get this golf ball out properly.